Chapter 9. Chapter 9. A Threat. Violet's point of view. Laughter filled the room as I switched the lights on. The room was brightened by the lights on the ceiling. Behind me, Jared entered, laughing as hard as me. Our date was fantastic. He took me to Olive Garden, and that's not the funny part. What's funny is when the Mexican waitress came up to us to take our order. The thing was that we were laughing too hard, so she came up to us and said, "Damn, chica, one more upgrade and I'll be a lady you can't handle." I bit my side gums from laughing. The way she said it was hella funny, Jared said, tears streaming down his face. And it was true. She said it so loud, yet cheerful. That was one of the best moments, I muttered to him. I put my purse on the rack. I was heading for the couch until Jared held my wrist. "You're so adorable when you laugh," he whispered with a genuine, goofy smile. My cheeks immediately turned red. I put my head down, and I hate it when people make me blush. See me blush. Jared placed a hand on my chin, making my look deep into his eyes. Then he gave me a sweet kiss. As always, fireworks shot throughout my body. Sparks traveled through my veins. I admit it, I don't have the best laugh. This time, Jared pulled away. "Laughing makes me want to piss," he said as he ran to the bathroom. I excused myself to the couch as I sat down, a bit tired from laughing too much. Not even a minute later, Jared came out while I went to get some Pepsi. Jared followed me to the kitchen, hands around my waist, and then I noticed something yellow and small. I walked back to the counter and saw it, a small post-it note. "The hell?" Jared murmured. I picked it up, and the moment I read it, my heart skipped a beat. It was a threat from that Jane person. The note read, "Beware. Kicking my ass won't stop me. Maybe I'm done with you. I can spend time with that boyfriend of yours. Signed, you know exactly who it is." Oh my gosh. What the heck? Jared said, squinting his eyes. "Who the hell wrote that?" he said in an angry tone. "Remember that girl with black eyes?" I told him. He looked into the beyond, nodding his head. "It's her." His eyes went wide with surprise, but then within a flash, they switched to anger. "That little bitch," he almost yelled. "Who's the little bitch?" We turned around only to see none other than Jeff. "We don't need stockings right now," Jared growled with anger. Jeff let out a satanic laugh. Oh my god, I can't read. "Let me see that note, my princess," he said to me as he walked, grabbing the note. His eyes, too, held lots of anger. "That little bitch," he yelled with emphasis. Time skip. And then the freaking note was there, Jeff yelled in the living room. Slendy thought for a moment. Ben thought out loud. "It seems as she was threatening you," Ben said. "Nah, really? I thought she was inviting us for a unicorn ride," Masky said, sarcasm dripping in his voice. I let out a desperate chuckle. "Darling, we won't let her hurt you too," Splendy said in a stem voice. "I told you guys she'll do something," Sally said, clenching onto Charlie real tightly as she pet Smile. "Well, it was nice knowing you two," Hoodie said, breaking the unknown silence. "No, we won't let harm come in their way," Jack said, determined. Smile barked in agreement. "You're the only girl in this mansion," Sally said in a heartbreaking tone to me. "Nothing will happen to us," Jared said, cheering her up. She then hugged Jared, to which he hugged back. Seeing them both hug, it made me wonder about a child. Would Jared be a good father? By the looks of it, hell yes. Will it be a boy or a girl? Not sure, but Jared seems so good with kids. But how can you be so sure? A voice told me in my mind. How can I be so sure? Well, I have confidence. That's one thing. And I have friends who love me, and I love them. Even though it may have been a few days, these people already took a liking of me. They're super funny and nice. Who would have known killers could be gentle? I just wonder what Jared is thinking. Poor Jared might be terrified for me. You see why I'm over the stars for him? Because he cares about me, and every time he says that, my heart melts. Well, she won't be getting near you two, Slendy said. Keep your doors and windows locked at all times. Also keep knives close to you, Jack said. Also keep knives close to you, Jack said. Yeah, Jane can be pretty tricky, Masky said. Hey, remember when she killed that couple who thought could get away? Hoodie added. Yeah, and remember when, but he was cut off by Jeffrey Anger's voice. That's enough, you idiot. You do know that you're just adding pressure to them, right? Which can result in high blood pressure and white hairs caused from stress, Isla said, holding up a finger. For a second, I was surprised from his words until I remembered that he used to be a doctor. Sorry, Masky and Hoodie said in unison. No biggie, Jared and I said, cracking nervous smiles. Can you guys please stay here tonight? Pretty please, Sally whimpered, tugging at my skirt. How can I resist beautiful green orbs? Yes, we can, Jared answered me. Yay, she shouted. And later we fell into a deep silence. My mind wandered to thoughts of Jane. Why does she want to kill us? Are we special in any way? No, but if she may kill me. But not Jared. Jared deserves to live. He's never shouted at me before. He suffered through my tantrums. So why does she want to kill me? Oh, that's right. She wants Jared. Well, too bad. I won't let her harm Jared. He means the world to me, and I protect my world. Cotard syndrome is a physiological condition that causes a person to believe that they're actually a zombie. At once, all of her head shut up at Jack's random fact. Then I heard a few groans from the crew. Ugh, not that yo bitchy facts, Ben exclaimed. No one cares, Masky nearly shouted. Kiss my syndrome ass is none of your business condition that causes one to fly magic coins and kiss people's butts, Hoodie sarcastically said. I let out a laugh, as did Jeff and Jared. This is if you have one, Jack exclaimed, standing up with a proud voice. Gee, how do you know that? Hoodie shot back. Jack soon got angry, but in a goofy way, not actually angry, and tackled Hoodie into the ground. Take it back. No. And soon they both were wrestling match. Yeah, fight, Masky said. Fight, Ben yelled. Soon they both keeping tracks of Jack's and Hoodie's movements. All the time I couldn't stop laughing. I felt something furry at my leg. I looked down and saw Smile whimpering. I pet him and allowed him to lick my hand. Not soon I felt a tug at my wrist, and the next thing I knew, I was in the kitchen with Jared and Jeff. Nothing will happen, Jared said, pulling me to hug. Yeah, 'cause I'll be protecting you, Jeff said, pointing a finger to himself. And soon I will, Jared said. 'Kay, Jeff said, sarcasm in his voice. I know Jane more, so I'll protect my sweet babe from getting into her grasp, Jeff nearly shouted. I heard Jared growl, but I could feel that he really tried not to argue. I just hope nothing will happen to any of us, because judging by Jane, she seems determined to have us exterminated.